Welcome to Hit Wicket.
There are no set rules when it comes to the course to be followed in order to emerge victorious in a cricket match. The method is, after all, not set in stone. It is therefore a tad perplexing to see the Indian captain MS Dhoni obstinately sticking to what he is convinced is right than obeying the dictum of what one might call rationality. Even after being censured for repeatedly opting to field, even in the face of India's mounting failures while chasing massive targets, Dhoni, in an almost mocking gesture, chose to field once again at Auckland after winning the toss. The very moment he said that, many a journalist would already have started writing off the result of the game, and it wouldn't be a stretch to say, given Indian media's penchant for sensationalism, the future of Dhoni as the captain of the ODI side. The lackluster performances of Mohammad Shami and Varun Aaron, who stepped in for the beleaguered Ishant Sharma, almost seemed to ridicule Dhoni's faith in his bowlers. But Bhuvneshwar Kumar's well-controlled spell was a silver lining. Jesse Ryder, who, much to the woe of the predominantly pro-Indian crowd at the Eden Park in Auckland, seemed to be in the mood for the big one. But thanks to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he was removed after he had contributed no more than 20 to the Kiwi score. But far from calming the frayed Indian nerves, Ryder's dismissal only ushered in more tension which bore the name of Kane Williamson. His ability to assess the situation, the mood of the batsman at the other end, and last but by no small measure the least, the maturity with which he can pace his innings make Williamson one of the best, and on 25th January 2014 he showed why. Along with Martin Guptill, who shed his poor form that had been aiding him in the last two ODIs, Williamson stitched a 153-run stand that put New Zealand in a commanding position in the match. Both Guptill and Williamson were extremely vigilant to begin with, and once they got their eyes in, spared no Indian bowlers. It took all the wiles of Ashwin and the uncanny Ravindra Jadeja to pull the match back for India. Unaffected by Williamson's departure, Guptill carried on and went on to register his 5th century. But India's spin duo had halted the Kiwi juggernaut. Luke Ronchi's 38-run blitz and Tim Southee's 23-ball-27 notwithstanding, New Zealand would definitely have been disappointed with the 314-run total that they achieved. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan clicked in unison for the first time in the series to get India off to a decent start before perishing to poor strokes. Their failure to strike it big after getting starts was one of the biggest reasons for India falling from none for 64 to 79 for 4. If there is one trait that has underlined Dhoni throughout his career, it is his tenacity. Even the most foolhardy Indian fan would have written India off at this juncture. But Dhoni, first with Raina and then with Ashwin, stitched two invaluable partnerships to keep the Indian boat from sinking. And then it was time for the Ashwin and Jadeja show. While the former was all grace and elan, dazzling the crowd with his orthodox strokes, the latter was destructive to the point of being terrifying. While the two batted, victory for India seemed inevitable, and the only direction Kiwi seemed to be running was for cover from their combined onslaught. And then the unthinkable occurred. Ashwin's departure was marked by yet another Indian batting collapse, the second for India in the innings, and victory for India seemed to be floating away at the speed of light. But it is not for naught that Jadeja is dubbed Sir Ravindra Jadeja. With 18 runs needed at the last over, Jadeja played with a fierce tenacity to deny the Kiwis a win. While he would have been utterly disappointed that he failed to take India over the line, Dhoni said that Jadeja, by ensuring that the match ended in a tie, had kept India alive in the series, which was more important than a dozen milestones.
Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.